On a wild ride near San Antonio, Texas, Norah Donald's hometown. This morning, this is the view from aboard a brand new roller coaster. It opens Memorial Day weekend. Manuel Bojorquez shows us why it means a trip back in time.
For most people, riding a roller coaster doesn't involve a lot of thought. Just a tight grip, nerves of steel, and a lot of screams. But these massive structures don't build themselves. They're often born far from amusement parks, deep in the imaginations of engineers like Larry Chicola.
Right in the middle.
As a chief engineer for the Six Flags amusement empire, he juggles the laws of physics, mathematical formulas, and precise measurements to produce something decidedly unscientific.
My job is to make people happy and scream while they're having fun.
He's now regarded as a bit of a rock star in the roller coaster world, thanks to his knack for always dreaming up something new. Nowadays, that includes going back to something very old.
The history of roller coasters is wrapped up in wooden roller coasters, so everybody knows the look of a wooden roller coaster. It's very iconic, so saving that's a great part of the ride. We're 170 feet up in the air.
And now we're going to drop?
And we're going to drop down at 79 degrees.
Larry and his team did just that at Six Flags over Texas when they updated the 20-year-old all-wood Texas Giant and turned it into the world's first hybrid coaster.
We take the old structure, which still was in good shape, but put a new track on it. The steel I-box track that's on the ride lets us put in some elements that are more exciting. Steeper drops, overbank turns.
So where exactly are we going?
We're going to go up to the top of the Rattler.
Now, Chicola intends to outdo himself, taking the hybrid technology he perfected on the Giant and applying it to the 180-foot-tall Iron Rattler at Six Flags Fiesta outside San Antonio.
We can do maneuvers and do things with the ride that we definitely cannot do with the wood.
Like a zero-G barrel roll, making this the first hybrid coaster in the world to turn riders completely upside down. To build it, Larry uses more than calculators and drafting tools.
Part of the work is going to be a rappel over the side.
He also straps on climbing gear and harnesses.
No fear of heights?
I have a healthy respect of heights.
He insists on personally inspecting all of his new rides.
180 feet down there.
And sometimes there's only one way to do that.
Rope!
To guarantee the ride's safety, its creator takes a few risks.
Okay, I'm over.
Now it's my turn to come over?
Now it's your turn, Manny.
Ooh. Ha! All right, well.
Now slowly lean back. Let go with that hand up there.
Now that the hard part is over, it's time to go to work.
Part of the construction process is doing some inspections. So we're going to drop down on a tough-to-get-to part of the ride and take a look at some of the older wood, a little bit of the new construction, and make sure everything looks good. So we're checking to make sure all the bolts are in place. We're looking to see if anything hasn't been tightened, if there's anything out of position. I love this because I get to do things like this. I get to build big things. That was one thing I really wanted to do. So I wanted to build something that had a scale, you know, a really large scale. And people love it, and they scream.
Do you feel kind of like a kid sometimes?
That is one of the great parts of this job, is I get to be a kid, and kids love what I do, too.
Who says mathematicians don't have any fun? For CBS This Morning, Manuel Bojorquez, San Antonio.
Looked like fun to me, don't you think?
Not to me, Charlie. I will sit and cheer you guys on. I think Manuel Bojorquez just gave his mom a heart attack. We should say, your son is fine, Mrs. Bojorquez. But both you guys would want to do that, not me.